The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. The Buffaloes will put total weather to crank us up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So UCF's offense will start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but...
Taking a shot on the first play. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The run from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Floating away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you
brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Knights want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job. Guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They run the reverse. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Buffaloes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a gap. It's Tanner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. He's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Knocked off his feet. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's decision time now.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, You know there's certain looks you're going to get into, and I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
He's looking to throw it. Snags it over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He'll try the left side. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got
all kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. It's a reverse. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks! The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That's caught. It's Tanner. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Gonna run it. It's Tanner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Knights have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He's back to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Caught near the sideline. It's Ivory. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Oh, just left him flailing. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Trying to get to him. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They get to him as he throws. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Working that left side now. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 15 to NC State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the point after is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
He's got his man, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hit it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Dalton. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 20-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first down.
He's got it on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got room at the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, this guy has got a lot of speed. They've got to try to be thoughtful in how they get him the football. They're going to throw it to him in this game, but how about using the jet sweep, getting him out to the outside, into the open field, and he shows you the burners.
The give to the tailback. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. About this, seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buffs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, he'll fire. Makes the grab over the middle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. On the run, it's Tanner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Batted into the air and is picked. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, UCF. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
42, UCF, 35.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the move. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Colorado, 49, UCF,
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, looking again to throw. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. The Knights get it past the sticks. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Buys a little extra time. That's a live ball. Scoops it up, still alive. Oh, there's the ball. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll start this drive with an end around. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Right down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Cox. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, UCF 35.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful.
He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Trying to find his man on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. You need an onside. You need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
UCF 42.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. Bulldozes his way through. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He's going to pass. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
This defense is flying around. We've seen examples of that throughout this game, and late in a 2-minute drive situation, they almost came away with an interception to ice this one.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting.
Fires toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound, and the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points.